Today we're going to look at what has happened with the market in the last 1 week. Also last week we saw some swing trades that were initiated during the time that I was doing a market update last week. So we will also look at the status of those swing trades today. As you can see, the market right now is almost at an all-time high. It is sitting at 21,731. Now obviously last week nobody expected the market to rally this much, because I remember when we were sitting last week we saw a massive fall that happened as soon as the market crossed 21,500. Now 21,500 itself is a very big barrier, and we also said last week that looking at the OI data, which is the futures and options data, we said the market should be range bound between 21,000 and 21,500. Basically between this entire range the market should be range bound, but just yesterday we saw that the market slightly gave a small breakout and now it's doing a small retest as well, right? So there is a lot of bullish momentum even now in the market. But if you ask me, is the market overheated as last week, I would say the same thing. Yes, the market is overheated. The RSI is above 180. The market is overbought right now, but because there is euphoria in the market and a lot of FIIs, which is foreign money, has come into India, they have invested heavily into the ecosystem right now, and because of that obviously we're seeing a massive boost in the Nifty rally right now. Now another thing that you see, let's look at what is Bank Nifty doing. Bank Nifty is also sitting at all-time high. It gave a small pullback, right? But again, nobody expected it to do such a big pullback, and 48,000 was like a big barrier that it was trying to cross from a very long period of time, and it broke the 48,000 barrier as well. If we look at the American markets, as you see, American markets are also on a mega rally right now. Earlier we were going up and down, but right now the American market, which is Nasdaq 100, is also in the mega rally, and there is no signs of slowing down at all. Now if you look at Nifty and if you look at India and if you look at the next 1-2 weeks, definitely some profit booking has to come, because a lot of smart players or big players have been buying at this range, right? So nobody's booked heavy amount of profit. Even the big drop that we saw on that day, we didn't see a lot of profit booking happening at that point. Now there is two things that can happen. One, that people are very bullish on India, so they're not going to profit book anytime soon, and number two, they might book some amount of profits. I'm talking about the foreign institutional investors. But right now what we can expect that is for the next 1 week the market can be a little boring, mainly because the FIIs are also in their New Year break. We are trading on Jan 1st. The market is open on Jan 1st, Jan 2nd, Jan 3rd, Jan 4th. So we do have a few trading days open till Jan 5th. But I don't think we will expect massive volatility. But again, can't say anything because the market is moving like unpredictable and nobody is able to understand what the market is doing right now. And if you quickly look at some stocks, we can see where are the other stocks. You can see Reliance right now. As you can see, Reliance is also on a mega trend. And by the way, in the last 1 week, only two companies have helped Nifty go up so much. One was Reliance because of its mega rally, and the other one was none other than HDFC Bank, that everyone was making fun that it was not moving. So these two companies have actually pulled the entire Nifty upwards, right? So Reliance again is almost very close to its all-time high over here at 2632, right? If that breaks, then we will see a new rally in the entire market for Reliance, right? And there's no reason why it should not break and start an entirely new rally. IT stocks have also recovered, but as you see, TCS is still a little far away from its all-time high. Now let's quickly look at the last week's swing stocks. We initiated some swing stocks with the stop loss and with target. So let's look at them one by one. So the first company was an IT company called KSolves. Let me just zoom in a little bit. It gave a box breakout. It did give some volume and did do a small breakout here, but then as you see, it has come back. It has not hit our stop loss yet, so I will not exit the position. We can still keep it, and let's see if it goes very close to the stop loss. We can take a stop loss book on this, but in my opinion the results are coming out as well in the next 1 or 2 weeks, and if the results are positive, then it should give a rally back to 1400. Like second company, as you saw, was Bayer Corp. Bayer Corp again gave a breakout, gave a retest, and then we had the bearish sentiment which happened last 2 days in the market where we saw a massive correction. So it did go down. It's back into the zone, but again we need to see where this is going, because now it's back into this entire channel. So usually what happens, it goes up down. It did give a fake breakout, come back down, so it might either go here and then again do a stronger breakout, or it can actually go down. So we'll have a look at this, but if you look at on the weekly chart, doesn't seem very scary because it still looks like a breakout on the weekly chart. Let's look at what has happened with Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank has actually given you a very good profit setup here. If you look at Kotak Bank in the last 1 week, it has gone up from 1846 that we did the video last week to almost 1923, and now back to 1908. So Kotak is going back. As I told you, the target is over here. It's a 7.85 target. I think around 3-4% has already been done. So no harm, no foul. Looking at Angel One, again, as you saw, it broke out from the box formation, which is a small consolidation zone. And now this is a very big target that I'm keeping, which is 4,500. I believe it will go eventually because the upward trend is also rallying right now. Then we have Voltas. Again, Voltas is doing really well. As we saw, it did give a breakout last week and it is going up right now. It is not hit that zone, but we will still wait because this is in a comfortable profit zone as well, right? So three stocks, which is Kotak, Angel One and Voltas, are going up in the profit zone, whereas KSOLs and Bayer Corp are not yet hit the stop loss, but it's still there. Overall, it's still positive. Rate gain, no movement at all. It is still there. It is still struggling to break out from this zone. So there is heavy buying and selling happening on this particular zone right now. And finally, if you look at Cummins India, we said we will only take a position and we will track it if it goes up above this, but it has failed to do a breakout. So now we have to go back and delete this completely out of our chart. So now we come back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 6, we're waiting on 2, which is KSOLs and Bayer, but we are good on Kotak, Angel and Voltas, and rate gain again is on the similar line. So we still have to wait for the next 1 week, right? This week we will not add any more swing stocks, but next week we will look at some new swing trading setups as well. This was a quick market updates for you guys to understand what is happening with the market. Next 1 week is going to be a little boring, right? But we can expect Nifty now because it has broken out from 21,500 to gone up to 21,700. So 21,500 becomes a new support zone. But again, I would be very hesitant to invest heavy amount of money right now in the market because it is very overheated. So I would not deploy massive capital. I would deploy little and then start investing. Continue your SIPs, but don't massively invest right now. It is not a good time. Let's wait a little bit more, but continue your normal investing zone. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video, and if you did, click on the like button below and also subscribe to the channel. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.